So here's a system of equations, of linear equations. So here's equation 1 and here's equation 2. And you're going to figure out if the system has one solution, no solutions, or an infinite number. Okay?
How do you know if one has one solution?
Or an infinite number. Okay, so what we're going to do first is, these are linear equations. We're going to rearrange them into slope-intercept form. And how do you know if it has no solution? What would two lines look like that would never intersect? If it has no solution, it means they never intersect, which means there is no point of intersection at all. What would those two lines look like?
Parallel?
Exactly. They have to be parallel. So no solution means they're parallel. If they're parallel, what do you remember about the slopes?
They're the same.
Right. Slopes are the same. Which means if we put these two equations into slope-intercept form, we can look at the slopes, and if they're the same, then we know that they are parallel, which means there would have no solution. We just talked about infinite number. Well, if the two lines are equivalent, meaning what you just did was you tried to figure out a number that you can multiply a common multiple so that you're trying to see if they're identical. What you can do is you can put them into slope-intercept form, and that way it's easier to see. If they are equivalent equations, it means that when you graph the two lines, here's one line. If the line is equivalent, it's going to go right on top, which means that they have an infinite number of solutions. Every single point on that line will intersect. And if it has one solution, it means that the slope cannot be equal, is not equal, because if it was equal, it would be parallel. Yeah. And the y-intercept is not the same either.
Oh,
Okay? The y-intercept is not the same. So the y-intercept is not the same. So I find the easiest way to do this is to rearrange into slope-intercept form. So I want you to do that with this, and we'll figure out.
You can just put them in slope-intercept form and find it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, rearrange into slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b, and then we're going to look at m, the coefficient of x, to tell us the answer. So if I rearrange the first equation, it would be y equals what? What'd you get?
Negative 2x
Good.
plus 6.
Plus 6, good, because we want to get rid of this 2x, and this stays as positive. And then equation 2 is y equals
negative 2x plus
negative
8.
2x plus 8, good, because the slope is on the right side, so it stays the same, and this minus 8 becomes positive 8. Perfect. So we can analyze this now. We can see that the slope of equation 1, it has a slope of negative 2, and the slope of the second equation is also negative 2. So you know that if you graph these, they are going to be parallel. Actually, sorry, they go down. They're negative, which means that they have no solution. They will never intersect. There's no solution to this.